Well, good morning, sleepyhead. I see that you are still here, so the bloodsuckers did not manage to steal you back away during the night. That certainly is good news, yes? Since you are here, why don't you let me show you around the camp? As you have most likely figured out by now, we do not stay in one place for very long. We move about quite a bit in order to allow for the prey that we hunt to repopulate the area. We wouldn't want to be responsible for the extinction of the wild game in the area. After all, we do still have an arrangement with the locals wherever we go. We know that they also rely on the wildlife to provide for their families. We would not want to do to them as we would not want to be done to us. Now, with that being said, there are villages where we are not welcome. In the past, due to misunderstandings or conflicts between the Moonbloods and the Sunbloods, there are places where they do not appreciate us passing through. If you choose to travel with us as one of our pack, we will make sure to tell you if we are in the area of a village in which we are not welcome as Moonbloods. You would not be the only Sunblood who travels with us here in this pack. And one of the ways that our Sunblood companions provide for our group is to go into those villages that we as Moonbloods are not welcome in, to do trade as well as to scout the area for any possible troubles that we might encounter. Many times we have had one of our Sunblood brethren over here whispers of a bloodsucker ambush being prepared for us in a certain part of the countryside. It has saved many a Moonblood life, you see. In fact, see that older woman over there by the cooking pot? That is Climara. She is one of the oldest Sunblood companions that travels with us here in our camp. She makes sure that we are all well fed, and that the kills we bring back from our hunts are prepared into delicious feasts rather than just having us eat raw flesh like we have done for many years before. She is like a mother to a lot of the younger members in this group, both Sunblood and Moonblood alike. It is a common misconception that as Moonbloods do not share company with Sunbloods. Our large family is full of Sunblood brothers and sisters that choose to travel with us. Some choose to stay with us because of the freedoms that this lifestyle affords. Some are sometimes outcasts in their own villages, and choose to join us so that they can feel accepted and like they belong. And others are widows, widowers, orphans, or those who have no family at all. Climara is a childless widow that one of our elders met during a trip through the mountains in the east. She was dressed in the typical mourning outfit that region wear when a loved one has passed away. So our elder spoke to her and asked her whom she had lost, and if she had anywhere to go. She told the elder that her husband had been the only family that she had for as long as she could remember, and that he had recently been killed by a bloodsucker on the outskirts of the city. Bloodsuckers often travel through there in large caravans to get from one bloodsucker castle to another. But that is a story for another day. Anyway, the elder offered her to join us, and she has been here ever since. I can't seem to even remember a time when she was not here. Over there you can see Vanlo and Yarb training some of our younger Moonbloods to fight. Vanlo and Yarb are twin brothers, two of the strongest Moonblood fighters that we have. They are in charge of training the Moonbloods to fight and hunt. Over on the other side of the clearing is Cassiel. He is another one of our oldest Sunblood companions. He was once a captain in the King's army over the Flatlands in the south. There are many places in the Flatlands that we are not welcome. And because he spared the life of an innocent Moonblood that was falsely accused of a crime, he was stripped of his title and cast out from the kingdom. To repay him for his kindness to our kind, we offered him shelter, and he's been here ever since. He trains our Sunblood companions to fight, should the time come that they are in danger and we cannot protect them. It is important that you are able to protect yourselves, should the need arise. And as you can see, there are many others here in this camp. Far too many for me to be able to introduce you this morning. Normally, I would tell you to relax, but it would seem that we will need to pack up our camp today and move further to the north. One of our informants has told us that a bloodsucker caravan is traveling from the east to help out the bloodsuckers at the Esterlily Castle to rebuild and provide reinforcements. That means that they will be crossing through this area within the next few days, and we do not have the resources for another battle at this time. The bloodsuckers from the east are even more ruthless than the tamer families like Renatas. Even though they may still be murderers, the western bloodsucker families are not well skilled or prepared for combat. The eastern bloodsuckers are ruthless, often killing Sunbloods and Moonbloods for sport rather than for a purpose. We do not want to engage them at the present time, so we are moving further north to safety until they can pass through. Then we will re-evaluate what our plan will be, should the western bloodsuckers ask the eastern bloodsuckers to enact their revenge. So, as fortune would have it, Sunblood, the choice is up to you. We will be passing through a friendly village on our way up to the northern sanctuary. You are welcome to stay there if you should like. We have many allies there, so it should be easy to make sure that you are left in good hands. Then you can make your way back to wherever it is that the bloodsuckers took you from. But if that does not sound good to you, we will also give you the option of joining our pack. There is nothing required of you should you choose to stay, other than your allegiance to our family and a promise that you will pull your weight around the camp. You will have all the food you can eat and all the mead you can drink. We Moonbloods do all that we can to protect our Sunblood companions, so your safety will be our primary concern. Like I said, Sunblood, the choice is up to you. Be thinking about what it is that you would like to do. We will be passing through the village by sunset, so you have until then to make a decision. I must leave you for now. The pack will need me to help with the packing of our supplies. I will see you this evening, Sunblood. I certainly hope that you consider joining our family. We would love to have you travel with us.